So, yeah, the first major injury has now happened in Unrivaled. It is the first time an Unrivaled player has picked up a season ending injury or something that's going to affect them post Unrivaled. It'll be interesting to see with the Aces what the story is with Jackie Young, because it literally seemed like every second game Jackie Young played, she would look unbelievable and then she'd go down holding her knee. We saw it so many times. She played at the All-Star break and she played one game, she was out for a while, she played a game, went down holding her knee. She then played in the 1v1 competition, went down holding her knee during that and did that constantly. But someone who actually did injure their knee is Benijah Laney Hamilton. And one of the funny things is I actually was trying to find when Benijah Laney Hamilton last played and her stats and see how she did in Unrivaled. And yeah, she's just not there. Like, even Kiki Jefferson's there. Even Nalissa Smith. Nalissa Smith played 5 minutes on Unrivaled. She's even there. And I genuinely could not. I couldn't find Benijah Laney. And then when I went to search her name, the last time she played was in this game right here. And I clicked on her name, and it's just not there. So she doesn't even have an account. But we're going to be talking about this, and we're going to be talking about what are the repercussions that could be there for Unrivaled. Will this affect players whether or not they want to play in Unrivaled? Will this stop players playing in the league? Because obviously, a lot of people are kind of questioning that, and a lot of people are wondering, like, what does this mean for Unrivaled if players are getting hurt in this league coming into WNBA season? Because you've now got a player on the current WNBA champions who's gonna probably miss the entirety of the season because of an injury picked up in Unrivaled. And to answer the question, it's not going to stop people playing in Unrivaled at all. It is not in any way going to stop people playing in Unrivaled. And do you want to know why I know this? Because, again, Benijah Laney Hamilton probably got paid close. Maybe she was a relief player. It might stop high-level players being relief players. Because, I was about to say, the players have equity in the league, and that is something that they're trying to grow. But, however, Benijah Laney doesn't. And it's only, as far as I'm aware, the original people that have equity in the league, Paige and Flaw J. Johnson. And obviously, Juju Watkins has equity in the league, but because I think this league has no guarantee of going past 3 years, they're not going to announce Juju Watkins as a future player, even though we all know Juju Watkins, if she has equity in the league, is going to be a future player. But with Benijah Laney, she's now in a situation where she's out for the season based on an injury sustained in Unrivaled. And you gotta say there might end up actually being some like insurance situations where like WNBA contracts might have to be insured based on Unrivaled. But at the same time, look, these players play in overseas leagues already. Like, you're equally as likely to get injured playing in 5-on-5 as we've seen within, was it the first day of Athletes Unlimited, Jordan Horston tearing her ACL? Like, the first game Nika Mule played. Literally, Nika Mule didn't even last a full game overseas before she tore her ACL. And there are so many injuries that are happening in that regard. So, or in that, like, fashion. So I don't think it's going to make that much of a difference. I really don't. And I think that a lot of the people that are, like, worried, saying, oh, this is a bad look for Unrivaled, they're probably doing it from the perspective of wanting an Unrivaled to fail. I don't think it makes any difference. It's a risk in sports. It is a risk in sports. Like, you are at risk of injuring yourself in a workout. Like, Klay Thompson tore his Achilles in a workout while coming back from an ACL tear. Like, obviously, you're more likely in certain scenarios, but I don't think Unrivaled increases the risk of a meniscus injury. Like, I genuinely don't. Like, I think there are certain injuries that Unrivaled means you're more likely to have, and I think there are going to be a lot of, say, muscle injuries, anything that could be caused from fatigue, and then some of them are just freak injuries. Freak injuries happen in sports. And with Benijah Laney, I'm pretty sure she play on the game she got injured. It's genuinely something that could have happened to anyone at any time. And had she been playing overseas, I don't know if it makes her any more likely to have been hurt or any less likely to have been hurt. And obviously, look, if players just sit on their ass, like, you're a hell of a lot less likely to get injured if you just sit on your ass and do nothing. But then if you do nothing, you're more likely to get injured when you start doing stuff. This is coming from a man who did very little from March 2020 to about January 2022. Wasn't in good shape. Went to a couple of practices with a semi-pro team. Struggled physically, but skill-wise held my own. Then decided I'm going to get my ass in shape to go play the following year. And went from doing nothing to training 5 times a week, and it snapped my Achilles the second proper game that I tried to play. So, yeah, obviously that's something that is quite common. But when it comes to injuries, any sports person is susceptible to them, and there's no point blaming Unrivaled for this. Yes, you can say, "Oh, she got injured in Unrivaled. Had she not been playing Unrivaled, she was less likely to get injured." That is a fact. But you also have to take into account, would she be more likely to get injured if she played overseas in Unrivaled, or less likely? And I think the chance of injury is probably quite similar. Just like, again, Satu Sabli got injured playing for her national team. If you're seeing players get injured and you're wondering why are they playing at all, you always should. There's a chance of getting injured walking down the stairs. Heck, John Wall slipped in his house and he tore his Achilles and his career ended. His career ended from getting hurt at home. So yeah, I'm just seeing a lot of things blaming Unrivaled for this. And look, I actually didn't particularly enjoy Unrivaled's first season. I genuinely think I think the league will not last too long. But at the same time, I'm not going to blame Unrivaled for this one like some people are. And I think it's kind of reckless blaming Unrivaled for a player getting injured while playing sports. So anyway, yeah. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you guys agree with this? Do you guys disagree with this? Because I know there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be fully disagreeing with this and saying it's Unrivaled is to blame. And sure, look, we are all entitled to our own opinions on this, because technically, if we are talking technically, yes, you are 100% factually correct, because yes, Unrivaled is, if there was no Unrivaled and Benège Laney-Hamilton was not playing ball over the offseason, and she would have been good for the season. So technically, without question, you're correct. But anyway, yeah, that's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.